figured we should do this one fairly early on and probably set it as the main channel video, because actually I figured it might be a good idea to explain what the hell this whole Xilian thing is for those of you who haven't got a clue. Now, for my reference, I start by turning to The Hitchhiker's Guide to Xilian. The Hitchhiker's Guide to Xilian defines Xilian as 1. This site, 2. The community based around this site, 3. Any user of this site or member of the community, also referred to as... So what you can see now is Xilian. See that? That is the good old logo with some nice stabby people on. You have everything from gaming discussion, software creation, modifying of games, the Street of the Clarity where we have debating areas, then we have the Jolly Boar Inn where we all relax. Essentially the point of Xilian, if it really has a point, is that the throne needs more than an orphan prince to seat a worthy king. More than a widow's tears to teach him how to rule. It takes more than a pretty beak to train a bird to sing, and more than coloured glass to make a jewel. That's just one of quite a number of poems which we have on the writing section of our site. And that's the sort of thing Xilian is about. We make awesome stuff! Including awesome poetry. We've made an awesome historical video at one point. We make interesting information, and most importantly, the core of what we do is we make fun gaming-y stuff. So I'll show you what I'm working on at the moment. Sorry, those noises are completely mandatory for camera movement. So let it be written, so let it be done. You probably don't recognise the country being shown here, but you might recognise that name. Oh yes indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Narnia Total War. Aslan's How. Going right from Ettinsmoor in the north down to down through Arkenland. That's where are we? Anvard, if you're a fan of the books, and down to Far Calorman. Essentially I've rebuilt, along with some help, the entire Rome Total War game into awesome Narnianness. And that's the kind of thing we're doing all the time. It's really good fun. And even if you're not the sort of codey geek who likes doing this sort of thing, or artistic geek, then at least you can probably enjoy playing it because it's slow. The other real difference between Xilian and most other internet communities, apart from that we make awesome stuff, is that we are run by our citizen level members. If you become a citizen of Xilian, you are able to vote on most important issues. You have the ability to elect a large proportion of the staff, which is all quite cool. And yeah, I think that gives people a much sort of greater stake in the site and how it's run than they do on most sites, where it's like, admin tells you what to do, admin has banana, fear admin. We kind of have that as well, but at least it's like, in 6 months' time, you could actually vote the admin out again if he's been pissing you off. So that's a very brief introduction to what Xilian is. If you like Rome Total War, if you like Mount and Blade, if you just like making games, if you like programming, if you like debating stuff, if you like writing stuff, if you like reading stuff which other people have written which is actually really rather good, those are all quite good reasons to come to Xilian. If you don't like any of those things, but you just like burning in muffin hell, then come to Xilian anyway. And I shall leave you now in a shower of exploding Portugal. That is awkward, Didge. It's a Didge. And it's awkward.